going.
Okay. At least it started, right? It is
Yes,
a
sir.
form of energy which enables us to see the things. Okay, chalo.
Yes, so it gives us a sensation of sight.
Sensation of sight to the human eye. Other animals use different like some uses ultraviolet. It's only for the human retina, right? Which enables us to see, us means human, to see the things or provide some sensation. Very good. But if you talk about what is light, this is just a qualitative definition. What is light? Like
So wave or
Sir, it is a
particle.
beam of particle.
okay, someone said it is a beam of particle and someone said it is a wave. Who said
So
it
it
is a
is
So
wave?
both.
I said it's both wave and particle both.
It
No,
is
sir, I
both
think it's a
forms.
Sir,
wave.
light has a dual
Sir, it
nature.
is both, sir, because
Sir,
light
light
also
has
has
a dual
photons.
nature.
Sir, it's like a synonym. It is both.
तो आई थिंक वो डिपेंड करता है कि हम किस सिनेरियो में लाइट को देख रहे हैं कि कहीं पे लाइक पार्टिकल फॉर्म ज्यादा इजी पड़ती है कहीं पे वेव
Yes, perfect, Swasti. Right. Light is neither a particle nor a wave. So हम थोड़ा background history से समझते हैं. Newton did a lot of discovery, a lot of study in the light. He proposed that light is made up of tiny particle and he named them as corpuscles. जैसे blood corpuscles होते हैं, similarly, so he gave a theory called as Newton's corpuscular theory of light. अभी 8th क्लास में कोई बच्चा मैम से पूछ रहा था हम ये हिस्ट्री क्यों पढ़ते हैं, जो हो गया जो गलत है वो भी क्यों पढ़ते हैं. Why do we study all this if it is not correct?
So that we
ताकि
can
हम
make the
So
सर
that
science
ताकि
we
हम
make
can
दोबारा वो
know
factual.
गलती ना कर सकें.
limitations.
हाँ, ताकि हम दोबारा गलती ना करें. और उस टाइम के लिए वो थ्योरी भी बहुत बड़ी थी when there was no idea about what exactly is light and Newton gave some information about the light. This is a theory, not a law. I think we discussed in the very first class. Theories वो होती हैं जिनका experimental proof नहीं होता. Laws are those which are experimentally proven or experimentally verified. Newton proposed that light has a particle, small, tiny in particles. Those particles help the light to travel. Light propagate in the form of those particles.
सर ये आपने क्या लिखा न्यूटन और थ्योरी के बीच में.
Okay, again, I will write. It is corpuscular theory, just like the corpuscles. CORPUSCULAR. Like the RBCs, red blood corpuscles, WBCs. So these tiny particles are called corpuscles. Newton proposed that light is made up of small particles called corpuscles. They propagate as the light propagate, and he explained that like any other mass particle collides and bounces back, it has a momentum. Similarly, this particle also behaves, and he proposed a very random assumption that this particle can propagate in vacuum even without any force, because there is a universal medium which we cannot see even in vacuum. He proposed them as that as ether. Light propagate in the form of small particles. Small means very small, called as corpuscles. Obviously, this is just a theory, so it was not clear, not experimentally driven. But since Newton gave this theory, it was accepted because Newton has a very high status in the scientific community by then. So he was able to explain the phenomena of reflection, जो आपने पढ़ा है शायद और अभी पढ़ेंगे भी हम आगे. Reflection of light is for any polished surface or mirror. When light is incident, it bounces back into the same medium. He proposed just like the ball, any ball and it is thrown on the floor, it bounces back. Exactly similar to these particles are also bouncing back into the same medium. Bouncing back means the phenomena is change of momentum. So he said that there is a change in momentum of this particle, and that is why this particle, this light ray changes direction just like any other particle, any other ball would have done. Correct? So reflection was okay. He could somehow explain the reflection of light. I am using this reflection and refraction word, assuming you have done that in CBSE. अगर किसी को नहीं है बिल्कुल भी
सर
idea,
हमने रिफ्रैक्शन नहीं किया है.
अच्छा आपने रिफ्रैक्शन नहीं किया, बिल्कुल पता भी नहीं है what exactly is refraction.
Sir,
Refraction
थोड़ा
is
बहुत
the
तो पता
bending
है,
of
the
light
bending
rays
of
when
light.
it passes from one transparent medium to another.
Very nice. The bending of light when it goes from one medium to another obliquely. If light is incident obliquely at an angle from the on the medium boundary separating two media, then light will be bent away or towards the normal. Right? My voice is clear.
Sir,
Is
if
there
it
any
is
noise or something?
perpendicular, it will not refract.
No,
Then
then
it
it
will
will
not
go through
refract.
normal incidence.
Then there will not be any change. That is not called refraction. Yes. So reflection of light, he explained somehow Newton's theory could explain the reflection. Theory is something which is proposed and is accepted because it is able to explain the phenomena observed. So I'm not writing, I'm just explaining here in the small words writing. Reflection of light is bouncing back. It's like the ball bounces, any ball thrown will bounce back. Similarly, these particles also bounce back. So it is change in momentum of those corpuscles because of the force applied during the collision with the floor. This causes the change of direction, and that is called corpuscles theory. But when he tried explaining refraction, एक तो पहला अजीब सा assumption ये था कि हर जगह पे ये particles travel कर सकते हैं, even in vacuum, even in any other medium, without any external force. Because the light comes from the sunlight and it is through the vacuum, so he proposed that these particles can propagate without any other external force through that medium. Refraction of light is जब light किसी भी एक medium boundary, एक medium से दूसरे medium में जाती है, it is incident on some medium boundary. It bends towards the normal or it bends away from the normal, depending upon whether the medium ahead is rarer or denser. So if it is going to the denser medium, if from the actual direction, it will bend towards the normal. And if it is going to some rarer medium like glass to air, then it will bend away from the normal.
सर व्हाट इज एरर मीडियम?
हाँ बेटा,
सर ये मीडियम वाला पार्ट दोबारा एक्सप्लेन कर दो.
हाँ मैं लिख देता हूँ. जैसे एयर इज रेयर मीडियम, उसकी डेंसिटी कम है, इट इज गोइंग अंडर वाटर, वाटर इज डेंसर मीडियम. So when light will go from air to water, then the light will bend towards the normal. Rarer example is air here, and the denser medium is water. So when light goes from rarer to denser medium, it will be bent towards the normal, and that is so these are the two cases of refraction. Similarly, suppose light is coming from glass and it is going into air. If it is coming from some denser medium to rarer medium, initially it was in glass and now it is coming out from the glass into air, suppose. बेटा शौर्य कुछ हैंड राइटिंग ना समझ में आया तो पूछ लेना, थोड़ी
नहीं,
मेरी
sir,
शॉर्ट
समझ आ
हैंड
रही
टाइप
है.
राइटिंग.
So it's clear. It's clear.
इन लोगों के साथ थोड़ी बहुत आदत पड़ चुकी होगी. Yes, it bends away and it bends towards. So Newton made a contradictory assumption without any explanation. He proposed that these particles, the corpuscles, are attracted by denser medium and repelled by the rarer medium. Without any
But sir,
explanation why there is a
refraction
change in
is
behavior.
seen across all when one medium is travel to another medium.
बेटा थोड़ा loudly बोलो, आपकी आवाज समझ नहीं आ रही. Come again.
सर ये न्यूटन जी ने यही तो कहा था कि ये अट्रैक्ट होता है, बट सर इट हैपेंस अक्रॉस ऑल मीडियम व्हेन वन मीडियम इज चेंज इनटू अदर.
Either it will be bent towards or it will be bent away. अगर एक मीडियम से दूसरे मीडियम में जा रहे हैं तो लाइट की डायरेक्शन डेविएट हो जाती है. That path of light will deviate from its initial direction. It will be either bent towards the normal or it will move away from the normal. What is going to happen? That will depend upon the मीडियम अहेड. अगर रेयर से डेंसर में जाते हैं तो बेंड होगा. दिस इज द फिनोमेना. दिस वाज द एक्सपेरिमेंट. इसमें किसी के बोलने की जरूरत नहीं थी. दैट वाज समथिंग which is observed experimentally. Why it is bending towards and why it is bending away, the explanation part was proposed by different theory. One theory was Newton's corpuscular theory, the first theory that he proposed for the explanation of this phenomena. Theories are only to explain certain observation. Newton proposed light when goes from rarer to denser, it bends because these particles are attracted towards the medium. So this light is bending towards the normal side or towards the medium side, right? Of course.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when it goes from denser to rarer, then the same particle is repelled. Now again, why there is this change? First of all, it was not explained by Newton. Okay. But another thing, the more more dangerous was the conclusion that he drew from this assumption. ये आपको स्कूल में लिखना नहीं है. This is not in your school. This is just the history background development of the study of optics we are discussing. First attempt was made by Newton and he proposed his corpuscular theory. Light is made up of particle, pure particle. There's no wave. Small balls are there. Small tiny corpuscles are there, and they propagate energy as well as momentum. When collides with a mirror, momentum changes. Just like ball is striking a wall, it bounced back, and the similar thing is happening with the light also. Fine. It was okay for reflection. It was okay. There was no contradiction. But when he explained the refraction of light, the bending of light, bending towards the normal or away the normal, this dotted line is called normal. अगर आपने नहीं पढ़ा है तो अभी आप पढ़ोगे in the CBSE classes, or I will also teach. Don't worry, I will also teach this. Light या तो medium की तरफ bend हो जाती है normal की तरफ या फिर away from the normal. So when light goes into the denser medium, it bends towards the normal. When it goes into a rarer medium, it goes away from the normal. Correct? Now in this case, why is there change in behavior? Newton proposed that the corpuscles are attracted by denser medium and repelled by the denser medium and repelled by the rarer medium. Maybe because there was no such experimental setup till that point of time to observe this practically, are attracted by the denser medium and repelled by the rarer medium. बट इससे कंक्लूजन क्या ड्रॉ हुआ कि अगर ये मीडियम को अपनी तरफ पार्टिकल को अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है, फोर्स अट्रैक्शन है towards itself. Attraction force means there will be acceleration, and if acceleration, then there will be in acceleration. If there is acceleration, means the speed will increase. So Newton corpuscular theory concluded that the speed of light will be more in denser medium. Why? Because the particles are attracted. Attracted means there will be more force, there will be attraction, there will be acceleration. Because of acceleration, it will be moving with greater speed. Speed of light should be more in denser medium. This was again only conclusion drawn by this theory, not experimentally proven, because till that point of time it was not possible to do this practically, finding the speed of light in different medium. Understood till this point why it is
Yes, sir.
concluded by the corpuscular theory? Because there is attraction. Attraction means there will be an acceleration on this particle, and more force will be acting. Therefore, it will acquire speed, and the velocity will increase. Therefore, speed should be more in denser medium, or velocity should be more in denser medium. In the case of rarer medium, the medium particles are repelled. Repelled means force will become less, acceleration will become less, there will be repulsive force kind of. So the speed will decrease. Correct? You understood this assumption, this conclusion according to the corpuscular theory?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Another theory, this theory was, though it was wrong, but this was assumed to be true for almost like 20 years. Another scientist, Huygens, he did his own research and then he proposed his theory. The second theory is called Huygens wave theory. HUY, Huygens wave theory, Christian Huygens. Again, it is a theory he also proposed based on the observation that he had that light is actually in the form of wave. Light propagate like a wave in the form of wave front. I'm using some names just to make you clear the word, the terminology that he used. Like the Newton proposed the word corpuscles. Huygens proposed that light propagates energy in the form of wavefront. Now, what exactly is wavefront? Light propagates in the form of wavefront. So it is a wave, and every wave transfers energy in the form of wavefront. जैसे पानी में पत्थर मारते हैं, suppose किसी pond में, lake पे, when you hit by a stone, what happens? Some circle shapes are formed,
Yes, sir.
right? You disturbed it, and there is a wave formation, and this wave starts like this is coming out. You understood, no? Water ripples.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When you disturb the water, there will be some ripples formed, and these ripples at any time, if you see, there is no circle. These are all the particles. एक particle यहाँ से चल के, when you disturbed, the energy from reached here, 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 here. So when you join all of them, it becomes like a circular shape. So he proposed water ripples are like wavefront of this wave that is produced by disturbing this water body by hitting stone. So he proposed that the light is actually a wave and that wave propagates energy in the form of wavefront. So like if there is a particle, there's a source of light. Light will start from here. This is the first wavefront. Then another wavefront will be produced by first wavefront by some other method that we will see in class 12, not required for now. So if this is suppose a small bulb or something, it is producing light in all the direction और किसी एक particular time पे, let's say after 1 second, वो जहां पर भी पहुंचेंगे उन सारे points को हम join कर देंगे. By joining those points, the shape obtained will be called wavefront. So like suppose after 1 second, light in all the directions have reached to this distance. When you join this, what will be the shape of wavefront for a point source? Light will be coming in all the directions, above the plane, below the plane, left, right, everywhere. So this wavefront will be spherical. T टाइम के बाद या 1 सेकंड के बाद लाइट जहां जहां पे पहुंचेगी उसको अगर हम आपस में ज्वाइन कर देते हैं, then that shape formed is a wavefront. So ये एनर्जी उतनी है जितनी उस बल्ब के पास थी, जितनी उस लाइट के पास थी. That energy is now propagating in the form of this. So this smaller sphere has the same energy, then that propagates here, and then further as it propagates, so the energy is decreasing. So you observe it practically also. When you are closer to some source, the intensity or brightness of light is more because you are having the same energy in a smaller surface area of a smaller sphere. So this theory is like more practically observed, and there was no random assumption like Newton did in explanation of refraction. And with the help of some geometrical construction that we will do in class 12, not here, by using some geometrical construction that Huygens proposed, we can prove the laws of reflection and refraction without any random assumption. Like the random assumption in the Newton case was denser will attract and rarer will repel. Why there is a change? No idea. Correct? So in this particular theory, there was no contradiction. All was mathematically derived with the help of some geometrical construction. By drawing a tangent on this sphere and something, we can prove the law of reflection and refraction. Maybe we will do after finishing this chapter. We can see how he did it. But the important conclusion that he draw that when wave goes from one rarer medium to denser medium, then the speed will decrease. Example like a wave. If you have a string wave, if you have a smaller string, thin string, and then you have a very thick string attached to it, the wave will propagate faster in which one? Obviously the thin string.
Yes, sir.
With the guitar string, the wave will move faster. So when the medium is rarer, this is a rarer medium and this is a denser medium, like a wave. Wave speed will be more in rarer medium as compared to denser medium.
तो सर ये तो न्यूटन का एकदम ऑपोजिट था जो उसने प्रपोज किया था.
ये न्यूटन का एकदम अपोजिट था और ये कंक्लूजन ड्रॉन था by using the geometrical construction, not based on some random assumption. But still Newton theory was accepted, assuming that Newton would be correct. So Huygens proposed this theory. That's why still it is a theory. It's under the theory only because experimentally it was not observed. The Huygens proposed light propagates energy in the form of wavefront, and all the laws, all the rules applicable for wave will also be applicable for the light wave. So the whole conclusion was the whole conflict was now depending upon which will be the correct result. According to this theory, the speed of light should be less in denser medium by using the formula of the wave, like the string wave and all. This conflict was resolved almost 4 or 5 years later by another scientist, Foucault. Foucault did an experiment. Foucault, in his name only, we gave that point name as focus and all. Foucault, his name is pronunciated as Foucault, but L and T, they all are silent. Foucault did an experiment, and this experiment was the finding the speed of light in water. He, with the help of some mirror, and he first found the image where it is formed by the mirror. Then he filled that mirror with water and then find the new position, how much is the shift in the position, and based on that some angle measurement. He actually did experiment, and based on that experiment result, it was found that the speed of light is less in water than in air. So that means the Huygens theory result was correct, not what Newton proposed.
Sir, can you explain this again?
Yes, sir. Why is it so?
This is an experiment. इसमें explain क्या करना है? Foucault did experiment and he found that the speed of light in water is less. Actual experimental setup अभी थोड़ा हमें समझ नहीं आएगा. Stage छोड़ देते हैं. Rotation of mirror or something. The speed of light in water is found to be less than that in air.
Sir, why
सर
is it?
एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ कैसे था?
Yes, so what was the experiment exactly?
Yes, sir.
For that experiment, you have to first read this whole chapter. अभी rotation of mirror आपने नहीं पढ़ा है, so अभी समझ में नहीं आएगा, right?
ओके सर.
I'm just giving you the result because the experiment is not even in 12th syllabus by the way. But if you want to do, we will do once you know what happens when a mirror is rotated in front of a light. That's not covered in CBSE portion, so we cannot go in the detail of this experiment. You are curious, I can show you the experimental setup, but it is not for you to understand as of now. Okay, maybe later. It's not getting it. Auto correction. Okay, leave it. I will show you later on.
जब आप टाइप कर लेफ्ट में
Sir,
लिखा आया था, जब आपने टाइप किया तो
sir,
उस पे
उसमें
टैप
click कर
करना होता है.
अच्छा, ओके, पता नहीं, मुझे इतना टेक्निकल नॉलेज नहीं है. If you are okay, कहाँ लिखा हुआ था?
Sir, यहाँ लेफ्ट में आएगा.
Okay.
सर आप पूरा लिखो फिर लेफ्ट में
हाँ
आएगा.
सर.
कोई बात नहीं, wait. Okay, so that's Foucault experiment. I probably missed one U. Okay. कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा बेटा, इसलिए there's no point.
पेंडुलम से वाटर का क्या रिलेशन?
What happened? I think it closed the whole PDF. Very nice. बेटा by the rotation of the image position, अभी जितना आता है उतने में ही पढ़ो ना. अभी आपको अगर कोई भी ग्रेजुएशन की चीज पढ़ाई जाएगी तो दिमाग में ऐसे ही थोड़ा लगेगा कुछ कि ये कहाँ से आ गया. By some very small angle difference when the light is filled to the mirror. Correct? So अभी वो शायद I think all pages are closed because of that. So I hope you remember what we did. There are two theories, Newton's theory. थोड़ा अभी और बड़े हो जाओ फिर मैं पढ़ा दूंगा. What is the Foucault experiment? We will explain you what happens when a circular mirror is spherical mirror is rotated. अभी उछलने की जरूरत नहीं है. Newton's corpuscular theory and another was the Huygens wave theory. Huygens wave theory predicted the correct result, which was verified by the Foucault's experiment. Foucault's experiment. Foucault experiment did the experiment speed of light in the water. With the same setup, he found the how much the image position rotates.
सर ये
Oh,
टू वे स्पीड होती है ना?
हाँ बेटा,
ये सर ये टू वे स्पीड होती है ना लाइट?
क्या होती है?
सर टू वे स्पीड सर राउंड ट्रिप लाइट.
गूगल करने का कोई फायदा नहीं बेटा, अभी रहने दो, अभी बस यहीं रहो क्लास में. Unnecessary. Yes, so Foucault experiment confirmed that wave theory is correct, so it should be in the form of wave, and it rejected corpuscular theory. It was proposed that light is in the form of wave, light has a wave nature, and then further Maxwell did the equation research and he proposed that light is actually an electromagnetic wave. So what is light? Your correct answer or answer will change in class 12. लाइट इज एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव. उसमें इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड भी होती है और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड भी होती है, एंड बोथ ऑसिलेट जस्ट लाइक एनी. लाइट इज एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव.
तो सर फाइनली किसने प्रूव किया इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव है लाइट?
ये प्रूव नहीं, इक्वेशंस मैक्सवेल ने कैलकुलेट की. मैक्सवेल हाइगन्स वेव थ्योरी वाज प्रपोज्ड करेक्ट, प्रूवन करेक्ट बाय द Foucault एक्सपेरिमेंट. किसी एक ने नहीं किया. देयर आर many scientists developed the theory जो अभी हम पढ़ रहे हैं. Magnetic electromagnetic wave. The equation of that wave was calculated by given by the Maxwell equation. Maxwell proposed some equations which governs all the electromagnetic wave, not just light. All other electromagnetic waves are radio waves, X-rays, gamma rays. They all come under the electromagnetic wave only. What is electromagnetic wave? That also we will see in wave chapter a little bit. So this was confirmed that light is not a particle by using, at least not by the Newton's theory. The Newton proposed light in the form of corpuscles. That particle it is not there, because otherwise the Newton's result would have been verified with the experiment. The result of Huygens theory was verified. फोको ने एक्सपेरिमेंट करके ये कंफर्म किया कि जो कंक्लूजन है हाइगेंस का, दैट इज द ट्रू कंक्लूजन as compared to the Newton's conclusion. That's it. The development of electromagnetic wave happened very late in the between 20s and very late. Then he proposed, Maxwell proposed equation which governs this kind of wave, this special kind of wave called as electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave is light also, ultraviolet also, infrared also. So, and he also calculated that it has a wavelength of, light is an electromagnetic wave of wavelength 4000 to 7,500 angstrom. 1 angstrom is how much? 1 angstrom is 1 angstrom is how many meters? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है भाई? 1 angstrom is how many meters?
I've never done it before.
10 raised to the power minus 10. 1 angstrom. मैं भी देता हूँ A के ऊपर stored 1 angstrom is 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. This is the wavelength of specifically what we call light. For infrared, it will be different. For ultraviolet, it will be different. For X-ray, it will be different. So all the electromagnetic wave components are categorized by their wavelength or frequency. So this wavelength and this frequency was calculated by Maxwell's equation, and Maxwell did some other research which we use now in communication system. Which wave should be used in which type of mobile tower and all. 3G, 4G, 5G, all are based on the Maxwell's those 4 equations only. But अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं सिर्फ light की. So real thing was proposed that light is a wave. This is confirmed by the experiment Foucault did, by the Maxwell's calculation equations. It was confirmed that light is a wave, and all wave theory was applied onto this wave, and it was found to be correct. Like Huygens proposed, explained why light reflects, why there is a refraction, and there are many more phenomena that maybe we will see. There is something called interference. What is interference, by the way? Any example of interference? I'll just write the names. Maybe a bit we'll discuss, not in detail. So there are different phenomena like reflection. Reflection तो पता ही है, bouncing of back of light. Refraction भी हमने समझ लिया है. This is what? Bending of light. Different phenomena that light usually we observe with light. Third is interference. Anyone heard of interference? Interference.
So any disturbance in the medium?
Disturbance तो सब कुछ है. Light is.
So you have written reflection, refraction. What about diffraction? So that is also thing.
I'm coming one by one. I'm coming. That's why I first stopped at interference. Let's first understand what exactly is interference. You know it or not. What is interference? Anyone knows it? Interference. Yes or no? No. Okay. So you might have observed interference in the sound wave. Sometimes you speak over the phone and the other person's voice get completely cancelled out by some noise, some electrical noise, and this voice completely breaks. You are not able to get the voice because some electrical noise. So this is one wave of positive. Another noise will be of negative sign. So they both overlap with each other. It becomes zero. Similarly, sound, when there are two different opposite wave come and overlaps with each other, the whole light is gone. Like you suppose, just for understanding, you have two different laser sources. You start to bulb in the room at the same time, especially a laser bulb, not the normal one that we use. Laser bulb means it will have only one frequency, one particular frequency. The bulbs and the tube light that we use, it has all the 7 waveguides. So if you are using those two bulbs, maybe S1 and S2, what will happen is that in your room, these two waves will superimpose. At some point of your room, it will be very intense bright, where they both act in the meet in positive direction or same phase. And the next point where it meet in exactly opposite phase, it will be completely dark. So which means there will not be a uniformly distributed light as we usually observe in the room. There will be one bright spot, then dark spot. Then somewhere it is a bright and that other point it will be dark. So this superposition of the light waves so that it redistributes its energy. That phenomenon.
Sir, लेकिन ये superimpose होते कैसे हैं?
वो चीजें हैं तो superimpose ही हो जाएंगे एक साथ. Superimpose मतलब क्या? दो अलग-अलग wave सुपरइम्पोजिशन लाइक सपोज दिस इज स्ट्रिंग एग्जांपल समझते हैं, एक तरफ से आपने वेव प्रोड्यूस की मिस्टर सहन, अदर साइड some other person is also producing wave. What will be the final shape, the resultant of these two? आपने अगर y1 प्रोड्यूस की, दूसरे ने y2 प्रोड्यूस की, तो the resultant wave is
नो सर, मेरा मतलब वो दोनों तो अलग अलग जगह थे ना, तो वो क्लोज कैसे आ गए?
एक ही रूम है बेटा, अलग अलग कैसे थे? एक ही रूम है, एक ही मीडियम है, इन द
Okay,
सेम
sir.
रूम. यस, जैसे सेम स्ट्रिंग है, सेम मीडियम,
Okay, sir, understood.
right? So when there are two light sources, but some specific sources, not with the usual bulb and usual tube light, you will not observe. अब इसका practical observation क्या है? Any practical scenario of interference जहाँ पर ऐसा हो, bright dark. Have you seen the butterfly closely? The colors of the butterfly, I mean, on its. Anyone observed butterfly very
Yes,
closely?
sir.
Some bright, some dark, some bright, some dark.
Yes, it has like a gradient
Yes, sir.
shape.
That is an example of interference. तो थोड़ा
Sir,
सा
but wings में interference
not
कैसे
that
होता है?
complicated. हाँ बेटा, समझिए.
सर, बटरफ्लाई के विंग्स में इंटरफेरेंस कैसे होगा?
थोड़ा और बड़े हो जाओ, कई लेयर्स होते हैं उसमें, अलग अलग लेयर से अलग अलग लाइट आती है. These are the phenomena of wave optics. 12th में पढ़ेंगे हम, then I'll explain it much better. अभी थोड़ा सा छोटा है उसके लिए. नॉलेज बैंक अभी उसके लिए थोड़ा छोटा है. Those terms that is required. उसमें एक सिंगल लेयर नहीं होती, मल्टीपल लेयर्स होती है. एक दूसरा और मैं मोर प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल, जो सीडी कॉम्पैक्ट डिस्क, वैसे तो अब आजकल बहुत कम दिखती है. सीडी देखा तो होगा ही ना,
Yes.
सीडी एक ही है ना. हाँ,
Yes.
ओके. उसके ऊपर भी जब लाइट पड़ती है तो अलग अलग कुछ बैंड्स में डिवाइड हो जाते हैं, मतलब जस्ट लाइक अ रेनबो.
Yes, sir, the kind of a rainbow color.
रेनबो, यस, दैट इज आल्सो एन एग्जांपल ऑफ इंटरफेरेंस, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारी ऑप्टिकल लेयर्स होती हैं, ऑप्टिकल लेयर्स, और उसमें ऑप्टिकल सिग्नल्स के फॉर्म में वो म्यूजिक एंड ऑल द डेटा इज एन्क्रिप्टेड. सो उसमें अलग अलग लेयर से अलग अलग तरह की लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, और दोस टू और मोर रिफ्लेक्टेड लाइट सुपरइम्पोज, इट आल्सो फॉर्म्स एन इंटरफेरेंस पैटर्न.
So
ठीक है, तो
light
अभी के लिए
passing
बस
through a prism is also an example of interference, or is that refraction?
that is just plain refraction, but 2 times refraction from both the surfaces. Prism we will see in this class. That is twice refraction. एक बार air to glass and glass to air. That's not interference. Interference is two light waves superimposed on each other. So like there are two waves reflected. One is from the, okay, another very perfect example is the colored glasses, colored coating, colored sunglasses. Some glasses are blue color, some glasses are green color. जो colored sunglasses आते हैं, understood ना किसकी बात हो रही है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मिरर ग्लासेस काइंड ऑफ. उसमें एक वेव तो लाइट ऊपर से रिफ्लेक्ट हो गई और दूसरी नीचे वाले लेयर से. दिस इज दैट कोटिंग. So these are the two waves S1 and S2, two light rays reflected, and these two light rays will superimpose on each other, and they have only one particular color maxima depending upon how much is the thickness of this coating. इसकी थिकनेस को चेंज करके हम इस कलर का चेंज कर सकते हैं, किस कलर की लाइट में मैक्सिमम इंटरफेरेंस होगा और किस कलर की लाइट हमें मैक्सिमम दिखेगी. So it is basically the thickness of that coating which decides it will be green or it will be red or it will be blue, right? You understood this example? ये शायद
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
colored glasses. So इसके ऊपर जो colored एक single color दिखाई पड़ता है, that is because of interference, positive interference or constructive interference of the same color of light. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, बहुत सारे एग्जांपल कर लिए हमने. ये सारे इंटरफेरेंस के जो भी केसेस थे, एग्जांपल्स थे, they all were explained well by the Huygens wave theory. Diffraction. किसी ने बोला था शायद diffraction.
Yes, sir, मैंने बोला ना.
क्या होता है बेटा diffraction?
The diffraction of light is basically when it bends around a very small, when it appears to bend around a very small point.
Very nice.
or an
Sure.
object. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Great. When light passes through very, very, very small apertures or through the corners of medium, it bends. The most common example is the bending of sunlight by the moon atmosphere during the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse में कुछ ऐसे rings दिखती हैं चारों तरफ called as diamond rings or something.
Yes, sir.
Some 3-4 rings are obtained. This is at the time of solar eclipse. When moon comes between the sun and earth, the sunlight rays are diffracted from the boundary of the moon's atmosphere. It will be scattered in all the direction, finding like ring-like structure. For example, suppose if there is a very, 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 very small aperture, we'll see this light goes here. It does not go a straight line. It will be bending in all the directions. So instead of just getting a simple point on that screen, we will get a blurred aperture or the circular aperture. Another very practical example, if you bring anything, your textbook very close to your eye, you cannot see it, you cannot focus it because it will become a diffraction pattern. It become blurred if you bring your book very close to your eye, few centimeters, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters. You cannot read it clearly because what you are seeing at that time is the diffraction pattern. ये diffraction समझ में अभी हम इसको लिख नहीं रहे हैं. We are not
सर
going.
एक और बार समझा दो प्लीज.
जब भी लाइट किसी भी small aperture से पास होती है, very, very, very small aperture, the light does not travel in a straight line. Light bends in all the directions. ऊपर की तरफ भी, नीचे की तरफ भी, साइड भी और आगे, तो हमें एक पूरा का पूरा एक circular spot मिलता है that we obtain on the screen instead of one single point. On the screen, we will get a circular spot or circular aperture. This bending of light in all the direction is called diffraction. जैसे हम बहुत छोटी चीजों को देखते हैं अगर, तो हमें वो दिखती नहीं है क्लियर क्योंकि वो ब्लर हो जाती है. ब्लर हो जाती है मतलब हमें उनको फोकस करके हम नहीं देख सकते. We require some other magnifying lens or glass or resolving instrument because we cannot resolve them that much. हम जो उस टाइम पे देख रहे होते हैं वो ये पूरा का पूरा एक सर्कुलर अपर्चर देख रहे होते हैं. That very, very small size object we will not be able to see. इसलिए हमें फिर माइक्रोस्कोप चाहिए होता है, सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप चाहिए होता है, कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप चाहिए होता है, और अगर बहुत छोटे हैं तो इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप. इंटरफेरेंस में 2 या 2 से ज्यादा लाइट चाहिए. डिफ्रैक्शन में this is one single light source but is passing through a small aperture. It is bending in all the directions. That bending is called diffraction. Right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes sir, clear.
again diffraction in light is very less but sound में बहुत easily होता है. इसका एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल ये है कि अगर सपोज आप 2 फ्रेंड्स हो, 2 फ्रेंड्स, वन ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड, वो पहले ऐड आता था एक राम एंड श्याम, पता नहीं ये दीवार टूटती क्यों नहीं. A and B, they are not able to see each other but they can talk. Understood this example? There is a wall, a person is on the left side and another person is on the right side. वो एक दूसरे को देख नहीं सकते but they can talk because जो sound wave है, sound wave is much diffracted. तो sound wave इतनी bend हो जाती है but light wave does not bend that much. Light wave है because of its very, very, very small wavelength. Light will be bent only by a very small angle. So this is diffraction in sound. अभी ना ये टॉपिक डिटेल में हम नहीं जा रहे हैं, हम सिर्फ कुछ वर्ड समझ रहे हैं. और why guys we are doing this, because now we have to check and we have to verify that the final theory that Huygens proposed, whether it is able to explain all the phenomena or not. It could explain reflection successfully, refraction successfully, interference successfully, diffraction successfully. Interference is two or more waves superimposed on each other and giving a different pattern. Somewhere bright, somewhere dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, but total energy will remain same. Right? Diffraction is what? Passing through any corner of a medium or through a very small aperture. Light bends in all the direction and it makes a circular spot instead of a point size image. जैसे अभी आपने पढ़ा है, अगर कोई point object है तो उसकी image एक point image ही बननी चाहिए, right? If object size is a point size, then image will also be in the form of a point size only, which is not true in fact. It also depends upon what is the distance, and it is always in the form of circular aperture. But if distance is large, then this circular aperture is so small that we can neglect its deviation. बस समझ आ रही है बात?
Yes.
Yes.
और
Yes, sir.
understood this last statement?
Yes, sir.
Whatever we see is always in the form of diffraction pattern only, but that bending is so small that we don't observe the difference between the real and the diffracted. But when the object size becomes very, very small, or the size through which light is coming becomes very, very small, then that bending is sufficient enough to be noticed. So that is one of them is solar eclipse. There are 3-4 rings seen during the full solar eclipse. You will be able to see 3-4 rings. That is because of that bending of sunlight through the moon's atmosphere. Okay, and diffraction gratings are there on the. If water is spilled on the oil is spilled on the water surface, क्या दिखता है उसमें? अभी देखा है नहीं? आज करके देखना. पानी के ऊपर थोड़ा सा ऑयल, कैसा भी ऑयल, कोई भी ईटिंग कुकिंग ऑयल, एनी ऑयल, if you drop few drops, spill some drops, it will be floating on it, and it will be some mixed rainbow type structure, somewhere red, dark, and there will be some dark lines, random lines.
सब मैंने देखा फ्लोट करता है लेकिन डार्क नहीं देखा, मतलब डार्क लाइट
फ्लोट करता है उसके ऊपर, कहीं पे रेड, कहीं पे डार्क, बीच में ऐसे ब्लैक ब्लैक कलर की कुछ स्नेक टाइप के शेप्स दिखेंगे. आज करके देखना. It will be some rainbow like structure, rainbow like colors, not a structure. All these 7 colors you will see, they all will be mixed up. It will be colored films basically, they're named as colored film. और इसमें बहुत सारी जगहों पर हमें black lines दिखती हैं, completely gone. जहाँ पे black दिख रहा है वहाँ पे destructive interference हो रहा है, और it is example of interference as well as diffraction. I mean, there are diffraction grating, but it's not in our syllabus, not even in JEE syllabus. The diffraction gratings and all. So अभी हम सिर्फ ना थोड़ी फीलिंग्स ले रहे हैं, फीलिंग ले रहे हैं लाइट की, मतलब लाइट कहाँ कहाँ है. हमने तो बस वो 2 फॉर्मूले पढ़े, एक लेंस फॉर्मूला, एक मिरर फॉर्मूला, सीबीएसई में हो गया बस जयराम जी ना. बट यू हैव टू फील दैट लाइट से हम कहाँ कहाँ क्या क्या चीजें ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं. डिफ्रैक्शन, लाइट आती है किसी भी छोटे कॉर्नर से बेंड हो जाएगी. इंटरफेरेंस, बहुत सारी लाइट आके सुपर इम्पोज करके लाइट को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, लाइक दिस ऑयल colored film formed on the oil surface. It is also an example of interference. Reflection explain हुआ, refraction explain हुआ, interference explain हुआ, diffraction explain हुआ. Next phenomena is scattering. ये सुना होगा शायद, scattering of light. सुना है?
Yes, sir.
क्या question है 10th में?
Yes, sir.
Why sky is blue in color?
क्योंकि आउट ऑफ ऑल कलर्स ब्लूइश कलर ज्यादा स्प्रेड होता है,
Spread means what?
so वही स्कैटर होता है.
What is scattering?
Sir,
What
when
is
white
scattering?
light splits into 7 different colors when passed through a prism.
That's called dispersion. That's not a scattering. Sorry. That is dispersion. When white light breaks into its constituent color, that's called dispersion of light. Scattering of light. Aditya. Scattering of light.
So I think it is like when light is deviated or it is not on its straight like the linear path, right?
But why it will be? We are talking in all the cases almost same. Diffraction is also bending or deviation. Diffraction is also bending or deviation. Should be some difference.
So,
In
but
some
then, it's like when it keeps on striking some obstacles, or like in the air, if it keeps on striking molecules, then it will get scattered.
Right. So yes, now you are closer. When light is incident on a very, very, very small particles of the order of its wavelength, like in the atmosphere, dust particles, moisture, water molecules, light comes, it gets absorbed by the small particles available in
So,
the.
sir, it gets directed in many different directions, right?
It gets first absorbed and then it is emitted in all the directions. That is called scattering. Scattering is not bending. Scattering of light is when the light is incident on very small particles like the air molecules, water molecule, moistures, are very small particles. Small means हम सब जगह small ही बात करें, as small of the order of its wavelength, तो 10 to the power -7 angstroms के order की या micrometer के order की. Then light falls on it, absorbed by it, and it is now scattered or it is now emitted in all the directions, which is this phenomenon is called scattering of light, and this is maximum for blue color. So in the atmosphere, the moisture and air
सर, बट
molecules.
पर्टिकुलरली ब्लू कलर के लिए इतना ज्यादा क्यों है?
कौन बोला? Who asked? पूछो फिर बताओ यार, इसका आंसर है.
सर,
मैं का कुछ नाम भी होगा यार.
सर से है.
Fan, okay. I'm sharing the screen. I cannot see the. Okay. This is given by another scientist named Rayleigh. Rayleigh has experimentally given some scattering criteria. Amount of light scattered is inversely proportional to lambda to the power 4, where lambda is wavelength. Or wavelength in the visible light spectrum. Wavelength सबसे कम होती है violet की और सबसे ज्यादा होती है red की. शायद आपको पता है, नहीं पता तो कोई बात नहीं. 4000 angstrom is of the order of wavelength of violet. So इन तीनों को मिला के हम blue zone बोलते हैं. ये तीनों मिक्स मिलके blue ही बनाते हैं. Violet, indigo, blue, and this is like the RGB. This is 7500 angstrom. So why is sky appears blue in color? Because blue color is the most scattered. बाकी सारे color इधर उधर खत्म हो जाते हैं. I mean, violet and violet indigo blue that combined become blue only. That blue color appears in the sky. Why the danger signals are red in color? Because red color is least scattered. It can be seen from very far also. Because it will be least scattered by the dust particles. ये सारे आपके 10th के CBSE board book के questions हैं, NCERT के questions. Scattering of light. The scattering was also successfully explained by Huygens wave theory. इसके अलावा भी कुछ phenomena होते हैं जैसे polarization of light. हम थोड़ा टाइम पास नहीं कर रहे हैं. This is just something for you to know the complete light. और फिर इसको दो अलग अलग पार्ट में डिवाइड किया गया. The optics is divided into different part. One of them is ray optics, another is wave optics. So वो हम समझेंगे on what criteria it has been classified. What do we study in ray optics and what do we study in wave optics? Polarization of light. सुना है? Polarized glass अच्छा दिखने लग जाता है. If you are in sunlight and you use polarized sunglass and you use normal sunglass. What's the difference? एक तो cost का difference है. Obviously, polarized film वाले glasses will be quite costly. पोलराइड ग्लासेस यूज करने से क्या होता है, एक तो अगर पोलराइड लेंस से यूज करके फोटो क्लिक करते हैं, इट इज वेरी क्लियर. हाउ व्हाई इट इज क्लियर? बिकॉज लाइट जब नॉर्मली सनलाइट या कोई भी लाइट सोर्स से आती है, इट हैज ऑसिलेशन इन ऑल द डायरेक्शन. ऑसिलेशन किसका? इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ऑसिलेट होती रहती है. हर एक डायरेक्शन में लाइट ऑसिलेट हो रही है, बट हमें सारी नहीं चाहिए, हमें वो चाहिए जो हमारे लेंस के पैरेलल है. द अदर लाइट इज अनवांटेड लाइट, जिसका काम सिर्फ ग्लेयर प्रोड्यूस करना है, फोटो खराब करना है, चमक प्रोड्यूस करना है. जैसे आप सन की तरफ डायरेक्ट देखो. आई एम राइट नाउ इन सन बट आई कैन नॉट सी. सन को अगर आप देखोगे तो क्या होती है, आंखें अपने आप बंद हो जाती हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अनपोलराइज्ड लाइट है. और अनपोलराइज्ड लाइट में इतनी सारी अनवांटेड लाइट मतलब जिनसे हमारी इमेज नहीं बन रही है, जिनसे हमारी right. Polarized light is the light in which the oscillation is restricted in only the direction which is required to form the image. There are other directions of oscillation which we don't want because that is only producing glare and it is not required. So filter out करना एक तरह से आप समझ सकते हो, या restrict करना the oscillation of light is called as polarization, जो कि पोलराइड फिल्म या पोलराइड ग्लास करते हैं, जिससे हमारी इमेज बहुत क्लियर बनती है. All these phenomena are successfully explained by Huygens wave theory, no problem at all. Newton's theory was rejected, Huygens theory was proposed. It explained all the phenomena. Polarization समझ गए? जैसे आप किसी आउटडोर की पिक्चर खींचो एक बार नॉर्मल लेंस से, and then use polarized lens, there will be huge difference in the quality. Next phenomena, photoelectric
सर
effect.
पोलराइजेशन एक और बार समझा दो प्लीज.
बेटा पोलराइड सनग्लास लगाना और सन में निकल जाना, अभी आपको डिफरेंस समझ में आ जाएगा. पोलराइजेशन का मतलब है, जैसे ये लाइट है, लाइट में हर एक डायरेक्शन में
सर जो
ऐसे
सोलर सनग्लासेस होता है वो पोलराइज्ड होता है.
सारे तो नहीं होते, डिपेंड करता है, बट
ऐसा मतलब जो
पोलराइड
सन पे
ग्लासेस,
देखने के लिए स्पेसिफिकली यूज होते हैं.
हाँ मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर पोलराइड, नॉट नेसेसरी बट यस डिपेंड्स अपॉन, वो उसके ऊपर लिखा होता है. एक पोलराइज
सर.
सनग्लासेस आते हैं, दैट इज फ्रॉम दिस ब्रांड, वो सारे पोलराइज ही होते हैं. So in this electric field oscillate in all the direction. ये कौन सी लाइट है जो सन से हमारे पास डायरेक्ट आ रही है? दिस इज अनपोलराइज्ड लाइट. इसमें हमें देखने के लिए सारी लाइट की जरूरत नहीं है. वी रिक्वायर ओनली दैट लाइट जो हमारी आई के लेंस के पैरेलल है. से हमें केवल ये वाली चाहिए, लेट्स से दिस वन. ओनली दिस लाइट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू फॉर्म द इमेज. बाकी सारी जो लाइट है वो अनवांटेड ग्लेयर प्रोड्यूस कर रही है, आपकी ब्राइटनेस कहीं ज्यादा हो जाएगी, और इन योर आई व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू सी द अनपोलराइज्ड लाइट, आपकी आई की पॉपुलर छोटी हो जाएगी, आंखें अपने आप बंद होने लग जाएंगी. इफ यू ट्राई टू सी इन द सन डायरेक्टली, यू विल नॉट बी able to keep your eyes open. अनपोलराइज्ड लाइट में वो सारी लाइट होती है जो हमें चाहिए और जो हमें नहीं चाहिए इमेज देखने के लिए. Polarized light, we restrict the oscillation of this light only in one direction. अब इससे इमेज बनाते हैं तो हमें क्लियर इमेज बनती है, आंखों में कोई ग्लेयर नहीं होगी, कोई स्ट्रेन प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा, and you will be able to see the clear image. All these phenomena were successfully explained by Huygens wave theory, but then it was observed a new phenomena called as photoelectric effect. So मैं किसी ने photoelectric effect
I think when
effect?
light is absorbed to generate electricity, right?
Some photosensitive
Like
metals.
something like solar panels.
No, that has slightly different principle, but yes,
polar
somewhat like that you can say. Some photosensitive metals, when light falls on it, electrons are ejected from those metals. और इसको फिर हम आगे करंट में यूज कर लेते हैं. दिस इज फोटो सेल. some photosensitive metal called as photocell. जैसे cesium. Cesium is one of them. Potassium is one of them. When the light is incident on photosensitive metal from the surface of the metal, electrons are ejected. This phenomena is called photoelectric effect. Electrons are ejected instantaneously. जैसे लाइट डालते हैं वैसे वहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल जाते हैं. इलेक्ट्रॉन निकलते हैं उसको हम यूज करके एक इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट या करंट सर्किट बना सकते हैं. फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट अब एक ऐसा फेनोमेना दिख गया जो कि वेव थ्योरी से बिल्कुल एक्सप्लेन नहीं हुआ. इट वाज एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट. वेव थ्योरी की अगर यहाँ से लाइट डाल रहे हैं तो वो धीरे धीरे वेव के फॉर्म में जाएगी एंड इट शुड टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम फॉर. जैसे एक तो तरीका होता है किसी भी मेटल से इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने का, उसको हीट करके. जब हीट करके निकालते हैं तो बहुत टाइम लगता है. इट टेक्स 5-10 मिनट्स फॉर मेटल टू हीट सो दैट इट रिक्वायर्स दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी जितने की इलेक्ट्रॉन को बाहर निकालने के लिए चाहिए. इन द केस ऑफ फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक एमिशन द ऑब्जर्वेशन इज एक्चुअली अपोजिट. जैसे ही लाइट डालते हैं, जबकि लाइट इज नॉट दैट इंटेंस, as the light falls on it, electrons will be ejected and electrons will come out from the metal. ये जो phenomena था photoelectric emission, it could not be explained by the Huygens wave theory, which means it is not yet final or not complete. Huygens की wave theory could not explain photoelectric.
सर बट लाइट एकदम से इतना ज्यादा हीट कैसे जनरेट कर देता है कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ही बाहर आ जाए?
हीट नहीं है ना. हीट होता फिर तो दिक्कत ही नहीं थी. That's not heat. That's
अच्छा
why it was failed. वो हीट होती फिर तो प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं थी ना, फिर तो एक्सप्लेन हो ही जाता. This is by some other phenomena.
तो सर वो
Huygens
फिनोमेना
wave
एक्सप्लेन
theory.
ही नहीं हो पाया.
इस थ्योरी से एक्सप्लेन नहीं हो पाया, तभी कुछ नए थ्योरी बनानी पड़ी और मेहनत करनी पड़ी. Could not. Huygens wave theory could not explain photoelectric effect. कैसे एक्सप्लेन हुआ वो हम करेंगे वैसे नेक्स्ट क्लास में. अभी सिर्फ थोड़ा सा हिंट ले लेते हैं. Photoelectric effect is now explained by the quantum theory of light. Quantum theory क्या है सुने? Photon theory. लाइट में कुछ पार्टिकल जैसा बिहेवियर होता है. लाइट इज नॉट पार्टिकल, लाइट इज एक्चुअली अ वेव, बट वो पार्टिकल के जैसा बिहेव करने लग जाता है जब वो किसी सरफेस पे कोलाइड करता है. जैसे यहाँ पर ये मेटल के सरफेस पे कोलाइड कर रहा है, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ अब्सॉर्बिंग बीइंग अब्सॉर्ब्ड लाइक अ वेव, इट कोलाइड्स लाइक अ पार्टिकल ओनली. और हर एक पार्टिकल के कोलिजन से इसको एनर्जी मिलती है एंड दैट मोमेंटम इज ट्रांसफर्ड व्हिच रिमूव्स द इलेक्ट्रॉन. ये जो फोटोन थ्योरी थी किसने बनाई थी? मैक्स प्लैंक. दिस इज अनदर थ्योरी which proposed that light has a particle like nature. Light is not a particle, but light shows particle like nature unless in some phenomena. By using this theory, Einstein explained the photoelectric effect. No other scientist could explain. Einstein used Max Planck's quantum theory to explain the observation of photoelectric effect, and for this he got Nobel Prize. Einstein didn't get Nobel Prize for the relativity or any other thing. He got Nobel Prize for explaining the photoelectric effect. So that is why another theory came into the play, that's called quantum theory of light. Quantum theory of light is that light behaves particle-like. It does not have particle. It is like a wave only, but its behavior is similar to that. It is made up of some particles, and those particles were called as photon. We will continue from here in tomorrow's class. आज की क्लास थोड़ी इंट्रोडक्शन थी, अभी हम पहुंचे भी नहीं जहां हमें स्टार्ट करना था. एनीवेज ठीक है. यू कैन हमने कुछ ओवरऑल डिस्कशन किया, कुछ प्रैक्टिकल ऑब्जर्वेशंस लाइट से रिलेटेड. लाइट का डेवलपमेंट, कॉर्पस्कुलर थ्योरी वाज प्रपोज्ड फर्स्ट बट it proved out to be wrong. Huygens proposed wave theory which successfully explained until a new theory, that is photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect was observed. It could not be explained by this theory. ठीक है बेटा. ओके, वी विल कंटिन्यू टुमारो सेम टाइम.
थैंक यू सर.
केमिस्ट्री क्लास आज
Thank you,
नहीं है, ठीक है? तो आज के लिए परेशान मत होना. सर इज बिजी. Next
Yes,
I will
sir.
ask it, sir, if it is possible. If not possible, then we'll cancel today's class if you guys don't have an issue.